Hello everyone! My name is Jennifer Stay and welcome to Coloring Bliss. This is part 2 of our weekly live event here, and I am excited to be with you and show you. We are up to our elbows in inking supplies and applicator tools and all kinds of fun that we have been experimenting and trying different tools. We've tried 3 different tools so far, so I'm excited to bring all of our YouTube audience up to speed and let you know what we've learned so far, because did I make a mistake? You tell me. Last week on Saturday, I posted a video here on YouTube all about a new tool that I purchased to help me apply the beautiful Distress Inks by Tim Holtz onto my different coloring pages as backgrounds. And on that YouTube video, I got some feedback from all of you that said I had purchased the wrong applicator tool. So I decided to do some more research and found out that there are different kinds of applicator tools for the different kinds of Tim Holtz inks. You know, Tim Holtz has a very long line, the Ranger ink line. There is a lot there. And I had no idea that there were 2 different kinds of tools. And it was such an improvement from the makeup wedges I was using. And I was so happy with them. And so I thought, you know what, maybe this other tool is going to be even better than the better tool that I had discovered. So I went to Michael's and Steve ordered them off of the Amazon as well. So we have all kinds of things to test and keep testing tonight. I also have some good old makeup eyeshadow applicators that I want to test. I also have makeup brushes that I would like to test, because I've heard that brushes are really good for putting ink onto paper. We can also try a good old-fashioned cotton swab, cotton bud, cotton applicator. It depends on where you are from the world. Tell me, what do you call this little tool? All of them are all around the world. We have all kinds of things that we can use to put this ink onto the paper. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And it looks to me...
Jack Brown donated.
Looks like we've got a donation tonight to help our channel and to keep the bliss rolling around here. Thank you so much, Jack. And I think we're going to do like we did last week and have the roast show at the end of our live event today. And we may even bring Mishka upstairs. I might send Steve downstairs and have him wrangle the cat and bring him upstairs to be part of the Rose show at the end. And so Jack, at the end of the show, Steve just put your name down. We'll give Rose or Mishka's not going to take a treat, but we'll have him wandering around in the back at the end for the Rose show to say thank you. But thanks, Jack, for your donation to our channel. She's like, what? So that's the plan. We'll do the roast show at the end of our live event today. But the next thing I want to tell you about is I have a giveaway. A giveaway for all of you. I went to Michael's today because we did order the new tool off Amazon, and I got thinking, you know what? We haven't done a giveaway in a long time, and I want to start trying to do weekly giveaways for all of you. And so I have a lot of things I want to give away already in a box here in my art studio, but I wanted to do a giveaway that was sort of in theme with the things we are demonstrating tonight. So Steve and I went to Michael's, and if you saw my Instagram post, in fact, you can follow me on Instagram. Right there is where I post on Instagram, and I posted the bag was sitting on my lap as we were driving home from Michael's, and this was what was in the bag right here. And I want to give them away. So let me show you exactly what it is. You're going to get the tool right here. This is the correct tool that goes along with the Distress Inks. And then we bought you pack number 13 of the Distress Ink. Steve actually picked out the colors for you. He thought they were a really good set. You've got, what did you like about it, Steve?
Well, I like that you have your primary colors,
Yep.
red, yellow, and blue. And then green for doing, trees or grass or what have you.
They're such happy colors, such nice colors. So that's what is in the giveaway. Now, Steve wanted to, hi, Steve.
Hi.
Steve wanted to show all of you real quick how to enter the giveaway. And you don't have to be a paid member to enter the giveaway. You can be a free member, but it is a little bit different than normal. So Steve, show them. Use your techie magic and show them how to enter the giveaway.
Let me...
He's going to get the computer set up here. Why is it being special?
Just a second.
This is the techie magic, right?
Well, I did something just a little bit different, and now it's... there we go.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
There we go.
Or you could do the picture-in-picture. Oh, I guess just show him.
Okay, sure.
Oh, he's going to do the picture-in-picture.
We'll get fancy here. We're fancy. Okay. I just wanted to show you really quick. I'll try to get through this quickly here. When you go to the giveaway page...
There's a link in the video description.
It talks about it. It'll go for a week. What I wanted to point out, and now that I've... let me log out, and I'll log in again. Okay, when you get there, you're going to see this page. And so scroll down. This is the giveaway area. And all of this up here is basically saying what I'm going to tell you now. That to enter, you can log in with Facebook, or you can use your email. So we'll say Jennifer Stay and Jennifer@coloringbliss.com. Now, of course, Jennifer's not really going to win, but I want to show you how this looks. And when you become a Bliss Booster, as you know, you can choose from 5 different levels: Free, Think, Bliss Colorist, Bliss Apprentice, and Bliss Partner. Okay? Each one of those gives you an entry, so depending on what your level is. So if you're a free member, all you do is come in, expand this down, and put your username down here. So we'll say Jennifer, and hit enter. Okay? Now, if you happen to not yet be a Bliss Booster, there are the links in there where you can click to be taken to the sign-up page. You can scroll down and pick whichever level suits you. Okay. Come on. Why is that not?
There it
I'm
goes.
sorry. It's being difficult on me today.
That's all right. You're doing great.
Now, what I wanted to point out is if you happen to be a Think Bliss Booster, a Bliss Colorist, a Bliss Apprentice, or a Bliss Partner, for each of those levels you get an extra entry. So what you'll do is you'll go in and you'll put your username in every slot that's equal to and below your membership level. So for instance, if I was a Bliss Colorist, I would come here and I would go Colorist and I'd type in, or if Jennifer was, Jennifer, and I'd hit enter. And then I'd go to Think Bliss and I'd enter there as well. Jennifer.
So I get 3 entries.
Right. And I already did that in the free Bliss. So I hope that makes sense. But you do need to, what I wanted to point out is you do need to put your username in each of those sections below.
So if I'm a colorist, I won't be able to put my name into the apprentice.
Well, you can put your name in the apprentice, but when I go to do the drawing, I'll verify that you're actually an apprentice. So yeah, whoever, it tells me what you got your points for, and I'll just verify that it's legit.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, that's how you do it.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for setting up, Steve,
You're welcome.
that giveaway. I'm so excited to give these away so someone can enjoy these tools and enjoy them in their coloring. So I'm going to give these to Steve now so I don't accidentally open them and use them. So you've got all week to go get your entries in. And like I said before, don't worry about if you've never become a member of Coloring Bliss. Don't worry, we protect your information. We don't share it with anyone, and you can cancel your membership at any time. So come on over and share the community with us. Join in and become a Bliss member. It's so much fun over here. So, all right. So all the links you need for that are in the description. All the links to like distress inks and these tools, they're all in the description. There's also a link to last week's YouTube video in the description too, if you want to go check that out if you haven't seen it yet, or if you you want to rewatch it and see how I was using it in that other coloring page, the one with the frog, you can go see it over there as well. All right, so let me show you what we've done so far and what we have figured out so far about these tools, because it's pretty cool. Is there any questions about the giveaway?
Nope.
Okay, actually, before I show you the tools, there is one more thing I wanted to mention, and that is that we are going to start every week talking a little bit about making our community the most blissful place on the internet. I'm not going to spend too much time right now because Steve and I are going to make a separate video on this, but I just want to remind everybody to be as respectful and full of bliss as possible while you are in the chat. Make sure that you let Steve be the moderator. He'll be in charge of anything that, if anybody comes in, which happens very rarely, but if it does happen where someone comes in and starts talking foul or breaking any kinds of rules, Steve, our awesome moderator, will take care of that. And he is very discreet about it. He doesn't like causing drama, which is amazing. He doesn't call people out publicly. He takes care of things personally and privately so that the drama doesn't leak into our group, because we want everyone to feel uplifted, supported, and creative when they're here with us at Coloring Bliss. So if you can work with us in our community to make sure that you make things as blissful and supportive as possible while you're here, that would be great. Remember, we have a lot of people in our group that have never been in chats like this before. There's people like my mom who never goes into live chats like this, and ever so often she pops into this kind of community. There's a lot of people in the Coloring Bliss community that are like my mom, and they might not know the correct etiquette for live chats, or they might not know how to, maybe they're having a high pain day and what they write down might not come across correctly to the rest of us. So be like what Steve and I try to strive to do. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt, try not to be offended. We try to be as patient with people as possible and try to be as low drama and high bliss and high creativity as possible. So let's all be that way as we're in the chat today, and let's have some fun. Okay, does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to move forward now and show you what's been going on. So we've got the applicator that I used on Saturday, and it looks like this. Same handle. This is the new applicator right here. It looks like this. The difference is what we put on the end. So let me pull this off. Now, see, it's having problems again. The little hook and loop thing, the adhesive is having trouble, see? So you have to hold it down. It is stapled down, thankfully, but there's adhesive on the back that doesn't like to glue down. So, all right, so when you buy these kits, this is what it looks like. You get 2 handles and you get 4 little foam applicators, and the foam ones are thicker than the felt ones that I got on Saturday that you saw. Let me pull out a felt one. This is what the felt one looks like, and the felt rounds look just like craft felt. It's identical to what you would buy for craft felt. But the foam is thicker. We were talking about on Facebook that the foam, they were saying the foam takes a little time to break in and they get better the more you use them. So I'm excited about that. But both kinds, they just pop on and off, and both kinds fit on the back of your ink like this. So if you've got the tiny little cute distress inks like I do, you can store the round that you've used on the back side of your ink pad, so you can always have it and grab it and stick it onto your tool and you're ready to go.
Several people mentioned super glue, maybe super glue.
Yeah, great idea. I'm going to have to do that. Thank you for that suggestion. Okay, so that's the basic difference between this one's intended for alcohol inks and this one was designed and intended for our distress inks. Now, as I was playing with it, my first impression of the foam applicator one is that it was more work. So here's where I was experimenting and playing with it. We started out by using the fired brick color. And this one, the foam applicator, seemed to have more friction.
Just for a second, it looks like it needed to refocus.
Oh, thank you for fixing that. So as you rub the ink down, and I'm going to do another one here. Let's just do it right here. And let's grab a new color, because I feel like a new color. Let's grab, this peacock one is calling my name. It's calling me. What sound does a peacock make?
I have no idea.
Sorry. Okay. Let's grab this one right here. Oh. Okay. So this is a brand new one. And I'm trying to get it on there. Okay, so there was a discussion on Facebook as to whether you should pounce onto your ink pad or hold the applicator and pounce the ink onto the applicator. So I tried it both ways, and it kind of felt like I was getting more ink onto the applicator when I did it like this. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so then as you start, there was advice that you can start off the page with your rotating motion and then come onto the page, or you can, there's lots of ways to do it. I've seen it done lots of different ways as well. So I'm going to kind of start off the page and come on. Now you get this squeaky sound, and that's that friction I'm talking about. It really drags, and it's kind of hard. It's difficult. The felt ones just slide and glide on the paper, which I like that feeling. It's not effort. This one has a lot of friction, and I'm having to work really hard to move that applicator around.
Polly said you can glue some scratchy Velcro to a board or clipboard and stick all your applicators on it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Then we'd need some labels for the names, though, so I wouldn't get them mixed up, I think. For the ones that are closer in tone. But we can get labels off Ranger Ink. They already have all the labels pre-made. But like this is like...
Darlene asked, do they have smaller applicators?
I'm like, I don't know. That's a really good question.
Tara says, I actually like the felt better.
Yeah, this is hard work. I must say. This is... like, okay, I freely admit that I'm out of shape.
Oops. I changed that one.
We've spoken many a times about this body of mine that is sickly and out of shape. And what was that?
Somebody downstairs.
Oh. Anyway, so I'm always looking for tools that are easy to use and not a strain. And this is a strain. I'm straining, people. And it creates a lot of friction, but it's smooth and pretty. So you look up here. Let me show you the two. Yeah, if you could go straight down on it, that would be great, Steve. Okay, here we used the felt applicator. Here was the foam applicator. Of the two, I think the foam applicator looks prettier than the felt applicator. And the reason I decided, was if you look at the bottom of the felt applicator, the felt fuzz that we're all familiar with seems to get kind of bunched up, and I think the ink kind of gathers in those bunched areas, and that's why we were getting a little clump of extra ink right there. As you do that circular motion and rub against the edge of the paper, that's how the felt was sort of getting bunched up onto this pad, and I think that's how that little extra blob of ink right there occurred. Where over here with the foam, that kind of you don't get that imperfection on the bottom of that applicator, and so the smoothness of application remains. So I think the work pays off, but this was faster, less work, and I'm okay with a little imperfection here and there if I'm not in pain and worn out at the end. I'm a good with a little imperfection. Don't you guys think?
Patty says they have some applicators that are like thin dowels with foam pads on both ends.
Oh, I think I have seen a dowel type applicator now that you say that. That's cool. Okay, now this one was done with this makeup wedge right here. And look how strange what happened here. We still don't know what happened. I did the same motion, dipped into that same color ink, and did that same roundy motion. And you can see the inconsistencies in the way it lays down. And that's simply because the wedge is square. As you rub around with it, it kind of wiggles and jiggles and it doesn't lay down exactly right, and you get inconsistent marks as it lays down. But what was really strange to me was how it made the ink go a yellow color. I still don't know what happened there. If we had time, I would do some art science and try some different inks and test this out and find out what happened there. I would even maybe try a different brand of wedge and see if maybe there's some sort of oil or residue in this foam that's causing this this to happen. I don't know, but that was weird. So yeah, because see, that's very different.
Mel Hansen fam suggested using plastic under the paper to slide the sponge on before you get in on the paper.
That's a great.
So plastic underneath.
I've seen the card makers do that kind of technique. So yeah, I think that's a great suggestion.
And Beverly just donated.
Beverly, thank you so much for your donation. That's fantastic. That means tonight, when we're done at the Rose show, Rose is going to get a treat from you. And I can't wait to bring Mishka up for part of the Rose show. That's going to be fun. Okay.
Amy mentioned those marks kind of add cool texture, though.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not
Mary Lynn said it's kind of like tooth.
Yeah. I'm mad at the imperfections. If all you have are these makeup wedges, you can make these work and use them to do really neat things. I used these for the longest time to apply all these inks and did amazing, beautiful things with them. So you don't have to run out and buy these tools. In fact, that's the next phase of what I want to do with all of you tonight, is try a few different things and see what they do, see what kinds of effects we have. And then I have some different kinds of inks over here, different ink pads. Like I have a cool glitter one we could play with. I have this Memento Black one, which is a different kind of ink that we could try. I'm trying to see what else I have. I have an old, I don't know if this still works. We can test it. This is a Stampin' Up! Ink pad we could try.
Marilyn May says, I still don't understand how you work this ink in such a small area in the February minis. Those little mini.
Oh, I can show you that. I can show you exactly how I did that.
By the way, Vonnie says peacocks sound more like a turkey's gobble.
Oh, not a caca? It's not a caca, Steve.
That's right. And our kitty lovers like Katara say, yay, equal rights for kitties.
Yeah. Oh, we got to get the cat up here, man. He is an epic cat. We have an epic cat.
Yeah,
okay.
Awesome.
I don't need to put that away. Let's try makeup applicators and see what they do. Let's play. Let's play with these next. Because this has a foam applicator on the tip, right? And I want to do it onto an actual coloring page. That's the next thing. Because I know how to use these for backgrounds really good. Okay, so we've had a question on how to do the small areas. Let me show you that first. I can show you that really fast and easy.
And Polly pointed out that Memento ink and Stampin' Up! Are both dye-based inks.
The new washi tape. I'll show you the new washi tape I got. They're both dye-based, is that what she said? Ah. This is another splurge. We walked past the washi tape when we were at Michael's. Well, I need to buy some new washi tape. Steve says, what did you say?
Don't you already have a lot of that? And she shushed me.
I shushed him. I literally shushed my husband in the store, you guys. I literally shushed my husband. I don't shush you very often, do I?
No.
But I did today. Okay, I couldn't help it. I had a coupon, you guys. I had a coupon. You can't walk past washi tape when you have a coupon. But look how funny this is. What's the one that was funny to read? Was it this one? Always be kind. Oh, yeah. Okay, this one says, always be kind, stay humble. But the way the tape was, it says, always be kibble. Okay, I know that's silly. But, oh my goodness, look how pretty those colors are for spring and Easter. Oh, delicious colors. I had to buy it. Okay.
Yeah, they're saying guitarist says washi tape is like crack. DeStanza's, I love that washi tape. I have over 122 rolls.
Well, I've got my collection. Can you guys see it? I don't know if they can see it from behind the iPad.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe we'll show them later. But I have my collection back there. And then I also put my collection. I use my collection really well. I have it on rolls. Maybe I'll have to show you someday. Oh, I have it right here. I can show them right now. Let me grab it. I carry a small amount of it with me everywhere I go because I use it all the time. I use it in my art and I use it for journaling. So I put it on these cards. See? How did this become the washi show? I put it on these cards like this, with a small amount of all the different colors on these cards, so I can just pull off a small amount. And these are just pieces of cardstock covered in white duct tape. I'll show you. I've got an empty one ready for more. I didn't realize. Now I know what's going on them, right? So I have all my washi tape with me all the time because you never know when you're going to have a washi tape emergency, right?
That's right.
It's very heavy though, but that doesn't matter. Steve carries it for me. Okay, so let's use this new washi tape and I'll show you how I do it.
Danny says on the Ranger Ink website, if you search for detail blending tool, you'll find the small dowel type tool.
Oh, good. Oh dear, a new thing that that website is dangerous for me. Let's be honest.
That's a cool site.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of this new washi tape. Okay, so on that, when we were doing it, look how pretty this washi tape is.
Wow, it is really pretty.
Okay, so what I did was I put washi tape, or it can be any kind of low-tack tape, right, around the outside of each square that I was doing, like that. Oh, that makes me so happy. Look at those colors. I see coloring pages coming in our future in those colors. Okay, so that masks it off and protects around the edges. And then let's use pink. Okay, and which one? Foam? Steve, you tell me, foam or felt?
Foam.
Foam it is. Let's try the foam. Okay. And then, whew, I'm hot. I'm so excited about washi tape. Okay. Okay. Then all I did, well, let's say there's something in the middle, like a flower. I always draw a flower. Let's say there was a little thing in the middle that needed to be colored. Okay. And then for, I usually had 2 colors. So let's say we use fired brick and we'll use the pink too. Okay, so I started with the lightest color and I would lay down, and a lot of those I was using the makeup wedges, you guys. So I was even using the lamest of all the tools that we've tried so far. Okay, so you lay down your first lightest color. Like those. And the washi tape's nice because it's a little plasticky, right? So it makes a good surface for blending on. And it's nice to start with the lightest color because you're going to come in with the darker one. And if you're using the makeup wedges, you've usually got a lot of stuff you're going to have to blend out. A lot of rough edges. Hey, stay down, washi tape. See, I'm having to rub a lot harder with this applicator than I did with the foam wedges. What a pain. It's making the washi tape rub up. I don't know if I like these foam applicators. Okay.
This Dan was mentioning something I know you showed on the video about being able to store the applicator inside of the...
Yeah, it stores right on the underside of the little ink pad. Pretty cool. Okay, now I've already got a foam for this color, the next color. And so now with the second color, you're just going to warm it up on the edges, on the very edges.
Mel Hansen Fam recommended angling the tool a bit.
Ooh, okay. I love it. How they blend. This is that translucent nature of the Distress inks.
So what we were talking about, dye, pigment, chalk. What is the Distress ink made from?
If you hand me the box, Distress inks feature the same unique water-based dye ink formula used in the full-size pads. Blah, 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 blah. So they're dye-based, but they are another water-based dye. And like I said, if you go to stampingbella.com, there's a gal on there called Elena Bella, and she has a blog post where she explains the differences and why you may want a dye-based versus a pigment-based, and where one is better suited for certain situations.
Robin says she likes smooth paper for this.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Wright says, I'm wondering if you use the foam round in your hand without the tool, if it would apply easier.
Interesting. I could try that. Thank you for the suggestion. Let's go for it. Okay. Okay, now I would go back to the lightest one and then just buff it out. Anywhere where I felt like I got too much of the dark color, or wow, okay, lots of pink on this side. And I would just buff it out, even it out, and that's how I did it. And then you could bring in a third color if you want, like yellow would be so pretty. To add yellow into the middle right now, oh, I kind of want to do it. I kind of might have to. I may need to. I kind of have to, you guys.
Margot says, seems like it takes a long time to highlight color this way. I think I would just use eyeshadow and it wouldn't take as long.
Yeah, the dry pastels, they go down really fast and fun. I'm going to do just a little yellow in the middle. Oh. Yes. I grabbed mustard seed, in case you're wondering. The color combinations are picked raspberry, fired brick, and now the mustard seed in the middle.
Danny's feeling FSS coming on.
Uh-huh.
Beverly says that's such a pretty pink.
It's going to be even prettier once we get rid of this border because the pinks are not the same.
Tara says, I've tried cutting the foam to smaller pieces thinking it would do a smaller area. It doesn't work.
Okay. So that's a real quick, and then I would color that. That's a real quick breakdown of how I did it. Let's take the washi tape off, favorite part, and let's see if it bumped the washi tape, my foam applicator. or did the edges stay crisp? And then when you pull tape off, you always pull it back on itself like this to help it to come off as clean as possible.
Robin recommended spraying with water, wait 5 seconds, and then dry with a paper towel.
Oh, see, we haven't even shown those kinds of techniques yet with the distress inks, because they're water-based, have so much we could do with it. And I got a little carried away out here, so you can see where the applicator got a little excited out on the side. So you can prevent that with laying down a piece of wax paper or just a scratch piece of paper or post-it notes. All those things can help protect the rest of your paper. Come on. That's some good washi tape. I showed you on the YouTube video how I usually tap this washi tape on like my jeans or my t-shirt, whatever I'm wearing, to help knock back the adhesive on it so this doesn't happen. Okay, there. Look at that crisp square we got. Okay, that's how I did it on the advent calendar and when we did the February celebrating the love of coloring. That's how I did those backgrounds. So it's soft, really pretty. I think it's easy, very satisfying, and you're ready to go, ready to color right on top of it. I'm clapping because it's so fun. It makes me so happy. Okay, now let's do another applicator. These. I want to play with these. So I need to put the washi tape away because we have washi tape everywhere now. So I'm just going to put this away real quick so we don't get washi tape in the way. Now that I've made you all pine for more washi tape. Okay, Steve. Take it away. Don't let me look at it. Okay. Let's play with our inks on here with these, which are really cheap. You buy them at Dollar Tree, and you may even have a bunch of them sitting in your makeup drawer right now from makeup that you never used them. Oh, look at that. Fancy.
Danny says, now I want to try the washi tape technique to get a nice white border when doing a pastel background.
Oh, it would work perfect.
Holly says, pretty nails.
Oh, thank you. I think they turned out pretty. I like them. Okay, let's do some green on the grass. We got mowed lawn. I think I have a light green over here we can play with. Cracked pistachio. That's the green in the giveaway. This cracked pistachio. So I've got two greens we'll play with here. And our tiny little applicator. Let's play. See what happens. I've never used this kind of applicator with the distressed inks. So let's see what happens. I'll flip this over so I know what color that is. Let's start with the lighter one. Okay, this applicator feels very similar. It's like a cross between this foam and this foam, somewhere in between. Okay.
Kelly says, I'm using ultra soft cotton makeup pads with my inks, and boy, are they ever working well. Okay.
So I have some cotton rounds, or are they squares? I might have both. I have these we can try. And I have rounds over, oh, no, I've got a round right here that we can try. And I have good old cotton balls we could try. And I have a blending stump we could try. I want to try them all. Okay, let's see how this works. Ooh. See, I want to be able to color an entire coloring page with Distress Inks. I want to
Aw.
challenge myself.
Polly donated to our channel.
Polly! Thank you! Oh, it's going to be so fun when we do our Rose show. Do we even know where Mishka is for the Rose show tonight?
No, I'll go get him.
Do we
Kelly,
have,
what?
do we have a treat that Mishka would like?
Ooh, yeah, I'll have to go find something. Kelly says, yep, that's the one. The round feels just like a soft felt.
Okay, we'll try that. I wonder if that would stick onto these. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Oh, that sticks kind of. What about a cotton ball? Cotton ball. No, that doesn't stick. This is turned into the What Sticks to Velcro show. Hey, the cool thing about this one is you could do two sides. And then do your darker one on the other side. Oh, interesting. And blend it up like that. I totally want to do an entire coloring page using nothing but ink pads. Oh, I like this. Oh. And then this way. That could be really fun.
You like it?
I do. It's a little inconsistent.
Tika had a cute idea. She said, dab the cotton ball in ink and glue the cotton ball on the rabbit for a tail.
Oh, that'd be so cute. Stick it right there. That'd be so cute. Well, let's try another applicator. I think this works fine. And look at, you can get into the details with this. So yeah, I think we all need to go to Dollar Tree and get some more cheap applicators. Let's try, let's see, like a big area, like the bunny, right? What if we were coloring the bunny?
I wonder if the bunny would look good with that water and dabbing it with paper towel technique.
Oh yeah.
Like if it would give it a little texture.
Look at you. He's getting into it, you guys. He's getting inspired. Oh dear, I'm throwing things now. Okay. That already had a round on the bottom of it. Okay, I want to try just a straight up cotton ball. Everybody's got cotton balls, right? Oh. It's not really going on there very good. Kind of looks like poop. Don't you think? Sorry. Just being honest. Let's try it. Circles. Lightly. Light circles. It's going to be kind of hard to control it. Keep it from going outside the lines. Looks soft though. If we're going to try Steve's technique of afterwards adding some texture, we can get away with some messiness at this point, because the texture will come in and distract from our messiness. So let's try laying in, oh, it's like the brightness is blowing out a little bit, I think, Steve.
Danny says, I think a dry brush might give it a nice texture.
Oh yeah, we gotta try brushes. Oh, I got a brush to try.
And then Cards on My Canvas says you can paint with those too. Put a little on acetate and wet it.
Yeah, we gotta try that too. Oh, so many fun things. So many fun things. I'm having so much fun. Having so much fun. Okay. Okay, so cotton ball works. Sorta. But it's sorta inconsistent. Which we're shooting for things that lay down consistent marks, right? So in a pinch, you could use a cotton ball. Let's go up to the next color, Vintage Photo, and try the cotton round that someone was saying is so great.
Now, Kelly did mention with the round pads, I pinch them in half to get some control on the ink application.
Okay, that's kind of what, when I first picked it up, that's exactly what I did. I held it like that. So I think That's a really good thought. I think that's a good thought. That's logical. Okay, here we go. Kind of the same things. Or oh dear. It's okay. We're going to add texture. And we want fur. Think fur, Jennifer. Think fur. Oh, look how cute. Our cute little bunny. Look how furry it's looking. Okay, how do we get right to the edge with this tool? Maybe fold it again. And get right in there. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then right in here there would be a shadow. It's kind of hard to be, oh dear, it's kind of hard to be exacting here. But that's okay. We're learning and getting messy here. I officially went outside the lines. But that's okay. Ooh, those colors together are so good. I can't remember what set that was. What set was it that had the browns? Kit 3 has the 3 browns together in it. Antique linen, vintage photo, walnut stain, and then it has the black with it. So glad I got that kit with the browns. Okay, let's do a little shading up here on the head of the bunny. A little into the ear, although we're going to want to add pink in that ear, man. Blend it out. Look at it blend. Yeah, this is working pretty good. Better than the cotton ball. Probably because it's denser. Because, you know, I know everything about cotton. Okay, let's go. Let's try this one. I got these at Walmart too. It's cotton just pressed flat. And if we're going off the idea that denser is working better, maybe it's going to be the best. This is the darkest of the 3 browns, the walnut one. Same idea, I'm thinking, is kind of folded up a bit, like that maybe. Oh yeah. Okay, right along the edge, we're going to want the most shadow down here. And I'm wondering if we can use the brush idea to give it some hair texture. Yeah, this is working decent too, these ones. Which would mean you could probably just use a tissue, fold it up. Just a good old tissue. Rose is snoring. She's getting lots of rest so she can be really good at the Rose show tonight. Okay, that little bunny's looking fuzzy, although I'm really out of the lines over here, but that's okay. We could cover that up with a background. Okay, let's try some hair, some bristly hairiness. Okay, I've got all kinds of makeup brushes here that have recently been cleaned. These two, I know for a fact, this is more dense. This is for doing eyeshadows, but they're kind of, I've never used them for eyeshadows because they're a little scratchy. So that means they're going to be more bristly, which is kind of the brushes I've seen them using. Is more of a bristly brush. Isn't that what you guys have seen? What about you, Steve?
I've never seen it.
Do they use bristly brushes?
I don't know.
So let's try this. I want to make it look like, ooh, that's so interesting. Let me bring it up so you can see. Ooh. Okay, let's try to make it look like hair on our little bunny. It's not really doing anything. Oh, here we can see it better. Okay, I don't know if I'm liking that. It's not really doing much. Let's see what it's doing. What's it doing? Oh. Look how soft that is. That's impressive. Okay, but these are really floppy bristles. If you had more dense bristles, like I've seen them use really dense brushes. So if we switch to a more dense, like this one is really dense. Let's try that.
Polly says she's getting the pet snoring in stereo. She has her 2 Maltese, a Morkie, and a rat terrier on the bed with her.
And Rose is snoring.
Let's see. Angela says stippling brush.
Oh.
Polly says the Bristol brush should work.
Look at that. Oh. Now we're talking.
Robin says I use a stencil brush.
Yeah.
Tap on it.
Let's see if there's leftover. No, that one is too wimpy. I better wash that. I won't put it back in the basket or I'll get weird stuff on my eyes next time I... Let's try that again. I don't know what happened there. Was there just something on the paper? There was just something on the paper. Let's come up here and try again. If I go really light first. Really, really light, Jennifer. Really, really light. Really, really light. And then lean in. Oh, okay. Now we're talking. Now I know what they're talking about. Okay. I'm liking the brush thing. And I know you can get brushes like this really cheap on Amazon. Okay, really light, really light, really light. And this wouldn't wear me out. Okay, I'm liking the brushes. Oh, you could put a rosiness on the cheeks with this. Okay, I like the brushes.
All right.
Okay, all right. Let's try the blender. These are what are they called? What are these called?
Blending stump?
Blending stump. Wow, my brain just stopped working altogether. Let's try putting pink into the ear with a blending stump. If you've never seen these before, these are just basically pressed paper. Artists use them for charcoal, graphite. We use them to apply Gamsol, which is odorless mineral spirits. You can use them to blend color pencil. They're just an all-around awesome art tool. Okay, so I'm going to try dipping it into the... Yeah, it picks it up into the pad, and then can we just rub it into the ear and kind of color with it. Yeah, but it's not as great as the foam. Probably it's just soaking straight into the paper of the blending stump. Yeah, that's not the greatest. It works, but not the greatest. Okay, good. What else haven't we tried yet, Steve?
The paintbrush and water.
Oh, yeah.
And the stippling.
And your idea. Oh, okay. Okay, we're running out of time. We got to do the rose show. And we got to try water and paintbrush and so much to do. And we got to try Steve's idea. Okay, we need water.
Well, it's really Robin's idea, but yes.
Oh, it was Robin's idea.
Well, I mean, she mentioned it earlier. I just wondered if it would look good on fur.
Paper towel. And what else? What you wanted? Water and paintbrushes. So much to do. And we got to have a non-porous surface. Okay, we can use the CD case. Okay. And oh my goodness, you should see my workstation. I'm usually really good about cleaning up as I go, and I haven't done any of that. Okay, so Steve wants to try the texturing. You want to texture, right?
Right. Now, she did recommend spraying it, like spritzing it.
Yeah, I want to try a couple things.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple things. What are they saying?
1 hour is never enough.
Yeah, especially when we're playing with such a versatile tool, huh?
Crystal says, Jennifer, I did my first grayscale picture today. It came out great.
Cool. Congratulations. Okay, I put a little bit of water into this bowl. Okay, if I put it right up here. Now I've got a paper towel, and this paper towel has all kinds of texture in it. It's very quilted. So it should work well. We've done this before with alcohol inks with our partners. If you are interested in that kind of stuff, we have done some really fun things over with the partners. So I'm going to get it wet. Oh, that was too much water. As I squish all the texture out, we'll use the other side. Come on, Jennifer. Another paper towel.
You could try spritzing the paper towel.
Exactly what I was thinking. Okay, this has water in it, and I can control the amount much better. We're throwing stuff now, Steve. That's going to wake up Rose, so I'm going to do it over here. Okay, that was much better than just soaking it in water. Okay, I sprayed it. So now there's a light amount, maybe too light. Let's do a little bit more. Okay. Now we're going to go right onto the fur. And pressing it and holding it. Now if it works like the alcohol inks, the longer you hold it, the more it activates and does its tricks and things.
Joel Z says, love your approach to new products.
I'm glad. Okay, it did it. Now as it dries, what's it going to do? So whatever texture you have on your object is going to transfer. So you can use a sponge, you can use a terry towel, you can use anything that has a cool texture and will hold water. You can touch it down onto that object and it will transfer that texture into the water-soluble whatever. So if you color with Crayola markers, it's water-soluble. When you touch down onto it with your water like this, it will do the same thing, leave a texture behind. So in this case, it would have been more appropriate to pick something with a fur-like texture, where this is leaving sort of a fabric-like texture. So if you had colored jeans and you wanted to leave a fabric-like texture, this would have been perfect. But this was more proofing out the idea that it would work, and it totally is working. The more it's drying, the more the effect is coming forward as well. So that totally works, which is a great thing because it will hide your mistakes too. So cool.
Huh.
Oh, you can't see it?
Well, I can see it, but I don't know that I like it.
Well, it's because it's like fabric texture, not fur texture.
Yeah.
If we had used something with a more of a fur look, like a sponge or something like that, it would have been more appropriate.
Part of that brush you did really started to look like fur, didn't it?
Yeah. Let's try spritzing it with water. Let's try spritzing this with water, because I think it will show up better.
See, yeah, that one right there. That blob of brown there.
We'll spritz all of this with water.
Cool.
And see what it does. All of it. So she said you spritz it and then you wait a second and then you lift it off. Was that the technique, Steve?
Yes.
Spritz, wait, lift.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know when you spritz, different spritzers have different amounts of, like some spritz with small amount of water, some spritz with lots. You can also use like a bowl and a brush and do the flick technique where you flick different amounts of water as well. So there's lots of way to get water down onto the onto your paper. So we're gonna do this. I know. Let's use this. Go like this and because I think that's going to be too fine. Yeah, that's too fine. It's too good of a spritz. We need more gloppy spritz in this. Okay, we're going to use this big floppy brush. Looks like this. This is an old brush I've had for like 30 years. Probably like literally. Because I am that old, I can say things like that now. So funny. we've been married for 25 years, so we actually have like appliances that are like that old now. Okay, so let's do the old big droplets of water thing instead. Okay. Big droplets. Oh, I can see it. It's doing it. It's doing it.
And Robin recommended using more sprays.
Okay.
And Stan said go closer with the mister.
Yeah. Let's do it all. I want some good water effect. Oh, it's doing it. Can you see it? Now we're all just watching paint dry and change. Oh, something weird's happening there. But look at that. Okay, I'm going to wait a second more and then we're going to lift it. I'm going to count to...
She said about 5 seconds,
okay.
So I think you're good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Lift. Lift. And some got out here in the boondocks. Oh, it's so pretty. It makes me want to like trace around each one and doodle little pretty things inside each little shape. This did something weird. Like cloudy, like glue almost. But this is beautiful. I like that. Oh, it'd be such a pretty, yeah. So you could do like star background and oh, that's something really fun to try. Do more with. Mm-hmm. And no yucky alcohol smell. Where when you play with the alcohol markers, it's more of this, when you spray the alcohol, it's like, oh man, everything stinks, and yeah, that's fun.
So maybe the last one will be the ink.
Oh,
or with
the paint.
Yeah, paint.
Painting with it. We got to paint a little bit. So what they're talking about, I'm not going to have time to demonstrate. We hand me the coloring page. I'll show you really quick what they're talking about. Wow, this place is a mess. Okay, here we go. What you can do is we're going to do the pink, and you take a non-porous surface. So I just have a CD case. I use this for everything. A jewel case, I think is what everyone was saying I should call it. You take your ink pad and you apply that ink onto your non-porous surface. So this could be a ceramic plate. It could be a Ziploc bag. It could be whatever you've got. And then you use whatever paintbrush you want to use. I'm going to grab, how about that one? Okay, and you get it a little bit wet. And I'm going to need a paper towel just to help control. And now you use it just like you would paint. And you can just apply it. You can control the amount of water. So if you're working in a coloring book that has really light paper, you want to use less water, right? And you can just paint with it. And then say, oh, I want that darker, so I'm going to come in with more pigment down here. Now it has all the qualities of watercolor. So you can layer it. You could lift it, so if you feel like you made a mistake, it can be lifted. And I don't know if all colors can be lifted, but you can lighten it by using a wet paper towel and lifting off to lighten things. It'd be interesting to know do you guys know if all the colors are liftable? So you could do the lettering up here in the pink. But like I said, the great thing about being able to apply the color like this is if I use the pink in the background with the applicators, like the foam applicators, and do the rubbing and make the background all soft and everything, then I could come in with my brush and make the lettering really deep pink, but it's the same pink, so it'll pop and be really bright and vivid compared to the really soft tones of the background. So there's so much you can do over here with the non-porous. I'm just doing a terrible job because I'm rushing, but you get the idea. So then, like I was going to say, you could take your...
They said, yeah, they will lift. All of them will lift, and Robin says oxides too.
Oh, cool. So you could take this now, and here's that brick color, and put some of that on here, and you can put some, say, yellow on here. Will you do the straight down shot, Steve? And then kind of take your brush and sort of like that. And then take your spritzer. I'm going to just go psh over here. Get it juicy. And I'm not going to do it on this, though. I'm going to do it on... Steve's like my assistant here. I'm just handing him random things. But you can do really pretty backgrounds. Let's just do it right here with your inks. And oh man, they do so many neat things with this stuff. See, and then you can keep going with more backgrounds. But look how pretty. So many things you can do, people.
Well, and Donna mentioned one, spritz well and randomly place rock salt on the surface.
Oh yeah, see? Oh, we could keep going. We could go for hours. Literally, we could go for hours. We have just begun to fight. Such a fun tool. We haven't even done mixed media. This is just one tool, and playing with the different ways to apply this one kind of color. And we haven't even, what if we mixed in our Inktense pencils in with this and activated it all with water? And I mean, we have just started with what could be done with these. It's really exciting, so inspiring. So much can be done.
I'd love to see more of them next week.
That could be fun. We'll have to see what comes of next week. Speaking of next week, do not forget that it's daylight savings time. It begins. So we're going into mountain daylight time here in Utah. So make sure that you check, if you need to do your Google time converter and all that, and make sure you come at the right time next week for our weekly live events. There you go. That's when we come every week over on Facebook and here on YouTube. So make sure you are here, because we're going to be announcing the winner of our giveaway for these two items, so that you too can play and have fun with the Distress inks and this fun applicator. I do like this applicator. I'm going to keep playing with it and see if the more I use it, the more they break in, the easier they are to use, because at first they're pretty hard to use, and there is a lot of different ways to apply this ink, and I don't appreciate a tool that is hard work. So hopefully the more I use it, the more it'll break in and the more I love it. So yes, I did make a mistake in purchasing the alcohol applying tool, but I think they work super great. And I think, again, it doesn't really matter what you have. I think you should use what you have, find joy in it. You don't necessarily have to go out and buy exactly the right thing. Just use what you have that inspires you. And yeah, that's my theory. So I think we need to do the Rose/Mishka show, because we have 3 people who need to be thanked for donating to the Coloring Bliss channel. Remember, there's other ways to say thank you and to support our channel. Hit that like button if you enjoyed and found anything useful, anything educational, anything blissful or creative tonight. Make sure you hit the like button. It really does help us. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss when we do post videos here on our channel. But there are some people who have donated to our channel. So grateful for that, because it does really help. We make pennies on our videos here on YouTube, and when you donate to our channel, it helps keep Steve employed so that he can be our man that types and takes care of us and makes the giveaways possible and all those great things that I can't do on my own. So we need to do the Rose show. Huh, Rosie? Oh, she's back there kicking in her sleep. Did you see her?
I know Margaret was worried. She's too sleepy.
No,
I'm like, oh, she'll be happy to wake up.
She's awake already. Are you kidding me? Are you ready to do some tricks for a treat? We have some people to say thank you to, and we're going to bring Mishka up here. I laid a blanket down on the floor back here, because when we bring Mishka up, he likes to be on blankets. He has strong opinions about things like that. Are your cats that way? Our cat has extremely strong opinions about where he sits. If he's going to be on your lap, you have to have a blanket on your lap. It's pretty hilarious. So I'm going to swing the camera around and show you what we've got set up back here. You can see the blanket there on the floor, all ready for Mishka. It's a very, very soft fleece blanket ready for him. So, Rosie, you want to come here? Yeah, she's ready to come down. Oh, come here, big girl. Yeah. Okay, let's do some treats. I've got my washi tape on the floor. I'm going to get the treats out. So we'll do the roast treats while we're waiting for Steve to find Mishka. So Steve's been making a list for me of the people who have donated to our channel, and we get to say thank you to them. Do you want to come over here? Yeah. Are you ready? We got to make sure you're in the shot. You got to come way back here. Way over here. Yeah, that's better. How can we get her better in the shot? Maybe if I bring the camera down a little bit. Down and over. That way. There, that's better. Okay, here we go. The first thank you is to Jack for giving us a donation. Are you ready to do a treat for Jack? I mean, a trick for Jack? Okay, come here. Right here, right here, right here. Good. Okay, stand up, stay, and around. And up. Good girl. Thank you, Jack, for donating to our channel. It sure helps. Okay, the next one is for Beverly. Okay, let's do a rollover. Down, down, stay. Oh, wait, I didn't tell you. You gotta wait. Now you gotta come over here because you're off the camera. There, down. Okay, roll over. Good girl. Good girl. Thank you so much, Beverly, for donating to our channel. And now we've got Polly. Oh, someone's big boofy tail is in the shot. Okay, this one's for Polly. Come over here. Okay. Oh, we're doing it. Okay, stand up and jump. Wow, that was the best jump I think I've ever seen her do. Thank you so much, Polly.
All right, folks, this is Mishka. Here, I'll come over here. And believe it or not, he likes to be carried like this.
This is Mishka right here.
He's a furry guy.
This is Mishka. He is giant. You want to? I told him he loves blankets, so that's why we have this blanket. Come here, Rosemary, babe. Come up here so you won't bug Mishka.
Big boy. What do you think? You want to stay here? What do you think?
That is Mishka. He is our Siberian cat. If you haven't ever seen him before.
I did bring these for him.
Oh, you gonna see if he'll roll over?
He won't do tricks.
If he'll take a treat, that's pretty big of a trick for him.
What do you think?
Oh, is he actually going to eat one?
No?
No, he's not even going to eat one. He's like, no, I don't even want a treat. It's kind of dark back there. I wish they could see him. How can we make it brighter? Oh, he's eating it. He's doing the trick. He's eating a treat.
That's the trick.
That's his trick.
In, and then down.
That's his treat. His trick is eating. Oh, there. You got it to brighten up. That is Mishka. Do you want to go see Mishka? Oh, she's like, I'll eat his leftover treat.
So where is it?
Oh, they're so cute together. They don't hang out together, or they kind of tolerate each other. They're just so silly. Yep, that's the cat. That pretty much does his own thing. Oh dear, pretty cute.
All right.
Okay, well, I hope that you guys had fun tonight. Are we just going to do it like that? Come here, Rosie. Come. Thanks so much again for making tonight fun. I learned a lot tonight, getting to do all of that, and I think that we learned a lot about these tools.
Oh, whoops, I accidentally disconnected.
You disconnected it, huh? We can come up here. There.
There we go.
So it was lots of fun. We had fun, and good luck to everybody for entering the giveaway. I'm excited to give that away. Oh, we're not on that camera. I'm talking to the wrong camera. Down
yes,
here.
I confused you. Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Beautiful cat. Beautiful cat.
Okay, well, you guys have a wonderful night, and I'm looking forward to giving away those tools.
Yep.
And I think that we'll go take our cute little furry animals downstairs and hang out with them. I was telling him you have to put a blanket on your legs so that he'll come sit on you. That's like the rules.
Yeah, he likes blankets.
Yep. All right. Thanks again for joining us. I hope you guys learned a lot, and I hope you all have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye, everybody.